I've always wanted to be good at sports. Ever since I was little, be really good at sports, impress my friends and stuff. But I'm such a theater nerd that one time I was talking about football and forgot the word quarterback. And I saw him and I panicked. I saw him and I was like, oh, he plays the lead. He's not one of the understudies on the bench. He's a star. He's the best one. I only played football once. I was 10 years old. Little League made me a lineman. That's the right response. Because now it's my job to protect the main character. This isn't even the part that I auditioned for, all right? I would have loved the role of team manager or something backstage. But of course, the kid across from me is the black dude from the Green Mile, so he's the biggest person I've ever seen in my entire life. And they blow the whistle, and he hit me so hard that there was a divot in the ground where my shoulder went in. I got up, I didn't even tell anybody that I quit. I just started walking off stage. I started walking off, I was done. Took off my football costume, because that's what I called it. I was done. I wasn't gonna play more, but then the director runs up and gives me a speech about being a quitter. I was like, obviously, sir, you didn't see what just happened, okay? I might be 10 on my right side for the rest of my life. And then they make this big kid come up and apologize to me, which he shouldn't have to do. You know, it's not his fault. I should be also there playing Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh or something. But he walked up to me, towering over me, blocking out the sun, leaning over me, and was like, I'm sorry. It's like, that's interesting. That's interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're all 10 here, sir. Why are you 32, okay? I didn't even make it to intermission. There was no way I was getting through 4 acts of that game. I was done. I moved on to basketball, which was a different mistake. I thought needing height to play basketball was a suggestion. It's not. I was walking home one day and these kids on the public court asked me if I want to play a game of pickup with them. And I don't know, you know, I ran home and ran back real fast because I don't know if you play pickup with a bunch of strangers, but it's like having friends. I was very excited. So I ran home and ran back some shorts that were far too short. I was out there looking like a dad, just like, you're not getting past me, buddy. No. It's one of the worst mistakes in my life. This kid, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, jumped over me and dunked. I'm guarding him and he just flew away. Which should be against the rules. If he's allowed to fly, I should at least get a knife to cut an Achilles or something. Like, you're not gonna fly over me twice, sir. This dude jumped over me and dunked the ball so hard that he cracked the glass on the backboard. The ball hit me on top of my head. I hit the ground. He hung there for a second and then landed, straddling me, got his face this close to mine and was like, ooh. He dunked on me so hard that night I dreamed he was my dad. Like, I've never been more terrified. I don't know what my problem is, you know? I'm gonna tell you guys something, because we're family. Okay? I'm gonna tell you something I don't tell a lot of people. I don't even feel black some days. I feel like an alien that snatched a black bite and didn't do any research at all, didn't do anything, didn't read a book, didn't watch a movie, doesn't know what Boys in the Hood is, but loves trains. Like, I don't know if I haven't had enough dates for a grown man or too many dates for someone who's autistic, because I'm definitely on the spectrum. I talk about sharks too much on the front end of the conversation. I do know what one of my problems is. I lived alone too long. You know? I think everybody should live alone and be single for at least a year, you know? Get to know yourself, right? Right? You get to figure yourself out, because maybe it's you. You know? You get to live alone, get to be single, get to figure out what's going on in here. But if you do it too long, you just evolve into a monster. Just have a downward spiral. The first few months of living alone that you live alone are the most liberating months of your entire life. And the next months of living alone that you live alone are the most depressing months of your entire life. I had the weekend off the first month I ever lived alone. I was like, ooh, looks like somebody's gonna be naked for the next 3 days. I gotta wear clothes for nobody. I'll be naked over here, it's gonna be great. I had that same weekend off 6 months later. I was like, what's the point of clothes? Now, I knew I was depressing my friends. I started getting gifts that were purely just to keep me alive. I just started getting puzzles left and right. My one friend, he gave me a cake, which would normally be nice, but he gave me too much cake. He gave me 7/8 of a huge, huge chocolate birthday cake. And I think in his head, he was like, this will keep him alive at least a week, and then I've done my part. I can't babysit. You know? But living alone, being single, that's too much freedom. I need a girlfriend or a roommate now just to shame me back to reality. You can do whatever you want. I can do whatever I want, no consequences, anytime I want. I got in the shower with an umbrella to see how it would feel. You looking at me like you don't know what I'm talking about. I got naked, all right? Got in the shower, turned the water, and lifted the umbrella. I was like, it does feel like rain. Will someone call today? Oh, it's just like being outside. Except I control the weather. I got to go on a date in college, which was big for me. I don't go on, you know, I don't get to go on a lot of dates because I don't know how to talk to people. But the date was good. We went to dinner, and then went to a movie, and then we went back to my place. Okay? And guys, I'm gonna go there with you, okay? I'm gonna get a little nasty, all right? We were kissing, okay? We were kissing, all right? But then, in the middle of kissing, she told me that she wanted me to choke her. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I have arthritis in my hands. So I couldn't talk up how I was about to choke her. I'm about to choke her. She's about to find out about me, you know? So I was trying to talk up how bad I was going to choke her, make her feel like she was still into it, you know? So I was like, baby, I'm going to choke you, all right? Because that's what you want, because that's what you need. But it will feel like a turtleneck. There's nothing I can do about that. No, baby, you're going to get choked. You ask to be choked, it's choking time, okay? I'm even shake your head and scream in your face while I choke you. But you will feel safe the entire time. You will feel totally safe. There's nothing I can do about that. I've been trying to work out so I can have a man's body. I am a extra medium. I have always wanted to be big, and it did not work out for me. I just want to have those broad shoulders, you know what I mean? Like that, like, you know, like. So I've been working out, but joining a gym is too easy. You know? I just gave them money and they let me start working out. But I don't know what I'm doing. So now I don't know what I'm doing next to heavy stuff. Nothing changed. I gave you $25. You know, like I was trying to do some deadlifts, just pick it up, put it back down, because build up the legs. Because you don't want to have a ripped upper body and tiny legs. And my legs, if I were wearing shorts, you would be distracted, okay? You'd be like, oh, he might be funny, but I can't hear him past the sound of his knees shaking. So I was trying to do some deadlifts, just pick it up, put it back down, you know? And so I'm standing in front of the bar, but no one even told me that the weight had to be even on each side. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm bent in, got the legs open, and trying to put my back curled, or whatever you're supposed to do. And I'm gripping the weight. I'm trying to psych myself up like I can really lift this weight. And right then, the most beautiful woman walked up next to me. I'm like, now I gotta pick it up. I can't just be like, that's not mine, and then walk away. Like, I gotta. I gotta at least try to pick it up. So I'm gonna try to pick it up. So like Eye of the Tiger's playing in my head, and like Rocky's behind me with a stroke face, like, you can do it. Like I feel like I might really be able to pick this up. And so I go to lift it up, and the most unrecognizable sound leaves my body. Because I go to pick it up, and immediately I'm like, ah! I've never in my life made that sound before, but I go to pick it up, and I'm like, ah! That's not mine, and I did anyway. I just walked away. So, and then I tried to redeem myself later by working out next to her like I make that sound all the time. I was just doing curls next to her later like, didn't work, she just left.